Hello there, fellow TF2 gamers. It's your boy Sunny here. Uh, Basically, this video is just going to be about me teaching you how to do the 2-4 battlements jump and all of the 2-4 jumps that are in the mix, I guess. Just speaking from my experience, I guess, just from playing demo on 2-4. I figured, you know what, I might as well teach you all how to do it since people have been asking me time and time again. So I was all like, you know what, I might as well make this video. And yes, I mean, I hope y'all do enjoy this video. It's kind of a long video, so I mean, whatever jump that you probably don't know about, you can just skip or, you know, just not watch this video at all. It's going to be kind of a boring video since I'm just going to be teaching y'all how to do some sticky jumps on 2-4, which, let's be real, 2-4, best map, probably not the best map to learn to do shit, but it's enjoyable, so I guess that's alright. And yeah, I hope you do enjoy the video. Thanks, y'all. Alright, so we're going to be starting off with the basic battlements jump, which is actually quite simple. Just for a quick example like this, it's done just like that. As you just need to take advantage of the delays between stickies. If y'all don't know, if you haven't watched my explaining my jumps video, basically they're done like this. If you place down 2 stickies, you have to wait for them to make that little arm signal, and then they're ready to explode. Now, to actually do the jump itself, you need to have your sticky right around here. You can see that like by this little line right here. Since I have my graphics on low, you can kind of see the line a little bit more accurately. But this line right here is basically how you can determine where your sticky is supposed to be. I usually have my sticky right around this area, just so I can keep it to where I can at least I can freely move like this, like without bumping into the wall right here. And and I just take advantage of the delay between stickies, where as I jump, I right click and I'm knocked forward, knocking me right into this sticky, and I just strafe all the way through over there. So just as an example, place it right here, jump right here, and like so. This jump also works for the other side, whereas you just have a little bit more space to work with. So for example, I usually place it right around here, that way I can build up some speed and then get knocked over to their battlements right around that side. Sometimes that side is okay, depending on where they're playing, but I prefer jumping onto the enemy's right battlements. So just an example, I'm going to be doing this exact same thing, like so. There's also another jump right here, like within spawn, where if people per se, let's say a soldier is to jump up from right around here, from drop down and walk into this right, or I mean, excuse me, into this left doorway. There's an easy sticky jump where you can actually just knock yourself into him and completely catch him off guard. So I usually place my sticky like at least right around here, right around this area, and I like to just jump in and try to fit myself through this little doorway. I sometimes I like to keep my sticky right around this area, not too high because it just won't work at all, and it will knock you right into this corner, which completely mess up the jump. But per se, let's say the soldier is playing right around this area, let's say like this, or maybe he's trying to play right around here. Well, you can completely catch him off guard with speed just by doing this jump like this. And it would just completely throw players off, because it's not very likely you'd see a demo man just come out of nowhere through that doorway. So yeah. There's also this jump where you can actually come in from drop down. Let's say you're on the blue team. You can actually fit yourself through this doorway just by placing a sticky right around here and fitting your way through into their, I guess we can call this lobby spawn, I guess. And yeah, kind of like right below drop down. This jump works for like both sides of these doorways. Just the strafing is slightly different, but I like to use this jump. Like, let's say, I barely finished coming from sewers, so I'm walking up here and I want to jump back into their team, so I can just place my sticky right around here and then fit myself through the doorway and jump right into the battlements. Don't jump as you dead it, because it would just knock you straight up and won't take you anywhere. You kind of want to have it controlled, so you want to place it down, jump over it, and then dead it. So but you do have to hold your crouch button. So, for example, you have to jump, crouch, like so, and then you have to keep your jump controlled. This one applies to both sides of the of the blue side and the red side jump. So it's more. This one's more or less the same, except the only difference is that this little plank right here will get in the way if you jump too high, or if you just build up the wrong amount of speed. So you place down the sticky like so, then you jump right over here like so. It's really hard. It's a really hard jump, as you do have to be very, very careful when you det this sticky, because you need to fit through the doorway as you shoot the other sticky. So I say just more or less start practicing like this and trying to keep your jump controlled, because once you get this little sticky jump down and you can fit through this doorway, then that's when you can start practicing like placing down the other sticky. Then you can fit all the way through that hallway. I usually like using this jump just so I can deny snipers that are all the way down this hallway, camping around right around this area. It's really useful. Now I kind of want to say that this sewers jump is kind of like one of the hardest jumps for me to land, because I usually hit it like maybe like 30% of the time, because it's really difficult. It's basically where I jump and I basically just slide my way through the water as I just strafe upwards. It's really hard jump to do, because these little signs can get in the way. That's why I don't do it very often, but it's really useful when you want to just catch any class like off guard down the sewers. So as an example, I'm going to do the jump again. See this little thing gets in the way. So you need to take advantage of the stickies, of where you place the stickies, because I usually place mine right around here, just so I can still somewhat get momentum, and it kind of knocks me into the right direction, or excuse me, well, vice versa if you're on the other side. But if you want to get knocked into the left area, like this. So let me do the jump one more time, as you can see. This jump is more or less simple. It's this placement of this jump is more or less the same as the battlements rollout, except you're just going straight forward. So this one's probably considered easier. You just have to watch out for bumping the water and just being careful with that. But I usually place my sticky like right around this area. I try to keep it around here, and then I just do my controlled jump, make sure to fit through the sewer like so. Because otherwise I won't be able to gain the momentum, and I would just get blocked off by this thing. So just need a controlled sticky jump. Just jump, space, crouch, like so. Now to actually place the next sticky, I usually place it either right here, or maybe right here, depending on how fast I build up speed. But I usually keep it right around there. And you can actually strafe through this little sidebar. Someone told me in the comment section, and I was like, oh wow, really? And I barely found out about that, so that was really nice. So you just take advantage of that little surf, then you're good to go. Now this next jump right here is actually like sort of almost impossible, depending if you actually can lag into the sticky and somehow get knocked upwards through the stairs. But so this jump will barely work ever, but if you're really careful, you can do a controlled sticky jump right around here, and you can place the sticky right here. So I'm gonna attempt it. Yeah, so I can basically just slide up the stairs. If anyone's camping on these stairs, I can basically just come up on them very quickly and basically just catch them completely off guard. And if my team is on the other side, we'll basically just sandwich them. So that's basically probably like one of the maybe most useful jumps, depending on where they're playing. So yeah. Now there's also one right here where you can actually go up into the in through that doorway. This jump kind of requires like some really good positioning. If the team doesn't see you, you can kind of place your sticky right here, And it'll basically be the same thing as the battlements jump, where you just take advantage of the sticky delays. So I just place, I kind of like to keep it in the hay just because it more or less just helps me arrange myself. But you sort of just have to align yourself like this, make sure you fit through the doorway, do a controlled sticky jump, and you can basically just jump right through. It's really useful jump just because of the fact that, like, if there's a sentry gun right here, then it'll shoot at you, but like it'll just knock you right into the right into this doorway, so it won't matter. And then like you can basically just play around in there until and just mess with them really. Alright, so I almost forgot about this one, but this one's actually really useful as well. Where if you're trapped either like in this kind of area, like I don't know what to call this. I guess you could just call it connector and battlements, but basically you can place a sticky right here, and it's like if you're really in a tight situation where you cannot get out, you can basically just place the sticky right here and get your way out like so. Really useful jump just because of the fact that like if I'm getting trapped out by like by rockets and stuff like that, it'll be like a very vague chance it'll work, but it's just a really amazing jump just so I can escape escape soldiers and snipers. Although I can't always promise that you'll escape them once you're on the bridge though, because sniper sights can obviously hit you. But yeah. Alright, that's basically it for the for like all of the sticky jump spots I know up on 2-Fort. Pretty much like more or less simple. It's a lot of these jumps are kind of the same thing, just in different locations. So I mean, it's alright. Just gotta make sure you practice all of them if you want to get really good. And that is the end of the tutorial. Thank you all so much for watching. If you watched all the way through, congrats, I guess. But kind of a boring upload today, I know. I'm probably gonna make a maybe a Halloween video. I'll see what I can do. Then maybe something after that, I'll make sticky jumping versus rocket jumping, depending on community reaction. But you never know. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to not check out my links in the description whatsoever. And yeah, enjoy the outro.